That's the crazy boy. All right.
What's
Hi,
up, guys? Change of scenery.
Yep. Change of scenery. So, lots to talk about. So, go ahead.
On this series, we finished the flooring completely. We did, in a previous episode, we did the white bottom plywood, and then now we did the furring strips to frame it out for the support for the top piece of plywood.
Yep.
So in the order we have the 3/4 inch plywood that you guys saw that we painted white, and then now we did the 1 inch furring strips.
With insulation in between the squares.
And then the 3/4 inch on top of that.
Yeah. So that, and then we put kind of like a waterproofing top coat on top, just you know, further. Gosh, I can't talk. Further waterproof. You know, as we're working on the bus and everything like that. Further, we did put the furring strips on the windows, as well as we started the bed frame, finished the bed frame, drilled everything in, and then we finished the back wall.
Yep.
We got all that encased.
And here's a tip for if anybody's in this process now. When we did the furring strips to frame out the support for the top plywood, we were originally going to do 3/4 inch insulation, because you figure you have an inch furring strip and then a 3/4 inch, you figure you have a quarter inch of room to play with, but the furring strip isn't really an inch, so we would have been over the furring strip. So we went with a 1/2 inch, and recommend anybody to do that so you have room to play with.
Yeah.
And it squishes itself down. So
I'm surprised you remember all that. I really don't.
So yeah, and that's another point too. We do a lot of filming and we dump it all at once.
Yep.
So when we saw all this footage, we're so much further ahead now. So check us out on Instagram at takiniteasy 4500. Yep. Where we post almost daily, and you can see
the progress is way further along.
Yeah, I don't remember doing half of this stuff.
I know. I look back at all the videos and we're like, wow, we have definitely come a really long way in like a month. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, enjoy, and let us know how you like it.
All right. Bye.
15 pieces of the furring strips done. It's only one strip, but we're gonna probably have to take another one.
Yep.
We got it
there.
All right here, in case you can't see them.
All done with the insulation. Now just to lay new plywood down over top.
So we are finishing up the plywood now, and what we ended up doing was, this is the rear fuel tank access. So on top of the metal piece that you unscrew to take off, we liquid nailed a piece of insulation. And to make the future situation easier, if we ever have to get into there, or a mechanic has to get into the fuel tank, instead of taking apart this whole piece of plywood, we created this little piece that'll just go right in here, and then we'll screw it down, and this will all be flush once everything is screwed down. And yeah. Hi Taylor.
Hi.
Hi. Almost done. Just got that one piece to go. Finish this up, and then that's it.
We finished the floor. Get your peace sign out of this video. We finished laying down the plywood. Feels so nice to be done.
She's raising her hands like you guys can see her. She's like,
Whatever.
nobody can see you.
I'm just so happy it's all done. It looks so nice.
You can like jump on it.
Yeah, you can jump on it.
Put like a kajabillion screws in each one.
A kajabillion?
Kajabillion.
Okay,
It's
bye.
done. What's up everybody? So today I finished the bed frame. I'll give you a quick rundown of how we did it, why we did it, etc. So check it out. We use 2x4s for everything. It's cheaper, easier to work with, and we'll probably use a lot more 2x4s building our cabinets and stuff, so it doesn't matter if we have an extra couple laying around. So this is what we did, 2x4s for everything. If we were going to build a queen or a king size bed, probably would have done 2x6s for the rails, but I think 2x4s will be plenty. We're going to do a full XL, so give or take 54 inches wide, 80 inches long. Every single leg I doubled up on. I think you carpenters call them sistering. You just screw them together. So essentially we have a 3-inch by 3-inch. It's not a 4x4 because, like example, your 2x4s are not going to be really 2 inches. It's like 1.5 inches. So got a 3-inch, and every single one of them is the same. And we use these lag screws. They're pretty pricey. So like $25 for 50 screws. So we put all those in all the essential points. I doubled up on all the legs. And for attaching the other 2x4s to the existing 2x4 legs, I just used some normal 2-inch screws that we had laying around, so I wasn't wasting all those lag screws. And then I doubled up on the side-to-side rails. So, and each leg is strategically placed where I wanted to have an access point. So you'll see at the back door, we left that open. And then we come over here, from here to here, we left this open because we're gonna have Maverick, our dog's bed is gonna be under there. Half of his bed will be under the bed, and then half of it will be out with a door, and then we're gonna build our closet on top of his bed. So yeah, it's pretty easy. And then we're gonna leave it all unscrewed now so we can move it around, because I still gotta put a wall back up here, and we don't want to tie it in yet. But when we do tie it in, I drilled pocket holes on each leg to go into the plywood floor. So each leg base has pocket holes drilled into it, and then we'll tie it in here, either into the frame strip, into the frame, and same on that corner. So it's not going to go anywhere. And then we'll have a top, probably a 1/2-inch plywood piece here. We'll drill out the holes so the mattress can ventilate, and then we'll probably put hinges back there, and then gas struts on the side, or maybe to here, I'm not too sure yet. So that way we can lift it up if we ever need to get into the access under the bed, or get to our water tank, which is probably going to be here. So it's pretty simple, pretty cheap, and we did all the math. We actually cut all the legs down 4 inches to give or take for a 6 to 8 to maybe 10-inch mattress, where we can still sleep comfortably. We're keeping the AC. So, yep, pretty easy.
Alright, so we finished, well, the bed was finished. We finished the bed. We actually screwed it down and give it a little test. Wow, that was so awesome. So we finished the bed screwed in. We wanted to put this wall right here so we don't have like exposed insulation. This will be Maverick's bed over here areas, and also we're gonna have this window blocked off because it's going to be part of our closet. So we won't need, we're just gonna put regular plywood, but then the whole back wall is like plywood.
Partly finished, so I'll have to finish behind the AC.
Yeah, behind here and then behind over here, because that's an interesting cut. But all in all,
It'll be painted.
it looking good.
We painted something.
Looking good. Smile. Were you gonna say something?